次呢個 MUTV 之旅究竟有咩可以帶俾觀眾呢？
不如帶各位觀眾深入去 MUTV 嘅大本營，睇下佢哋嘅製作情況先。嗱，山長水遠嚟到曼徹斯特，梗係要參觀一下 MUTV 嘅製作單位啦。咁但係我一個人人生路不熟，又點帶大家行呢？不過好在喎，今日我哋揾到 MUTV 嘅首席女主播 Mandy Henry 同我哋遊一遊奧脱福 MUTV。
Hi there, yep, I shall be your tour guide today around about Old Trafford.
原來 MUTV 嘅基地係喺曼徹斯特嘅市中心入邊嘅。呢度就係一眾台前幕後嘅寫字樓啦。職員主要會喺呢度負責前期同埋後期嘅製作，包括編排節目時間表、設計圖像同埋整理球賽片段。大家唔好以為呢一個係一個普通嘅房仔喎，其實呢個咧係 MUTV 嘅寶庫嚟㗎。但係究竟呢度實際上係咩嚟嘅咧？我講你哋都唔信㗎啦。不如問下 MUTV 嘅一姐 Mandy， 問下佢呢度究竟係乜家科先。Mandy, can you tell us a bit more about this room and what function does it serve?
Yeah, so we're in the offices not at Old Trafford. This is in the centre of Manchester. This is our library room, and it looks maybe as if there aren't as many tapes as there should be because our older tapes are in storage. We have some of them here, and the ones in here you can see are this year's programming as well. But most of our tapes, well now we're almost tapeless. That's the way forward, that's what we're hoping to do.
呢個影片庫入邊收藏晒 MUTV 所有過去嘅節目同埋曼聯嘅經典賽事片段。隨住科技嘅進步，影片庫近年都開始電腦化啦。
We'll use Final Cut, which is like a searchable database, so it's easy for editors to look for footage. So, for example, if you look for Rooney goal from season, let's say 08-09, it makes it easier for everybody because before you had to look for a tape, spool through the tape, find the footage you want. Now you've got, you had some interns working through the summer to log all the games, so all the last 15 seasons are logged, and whichever clip you want to look for, I can guarantee you'll be there.
So this part of the office is our editing section. We've got all our edit suites, so we've got some documentaries being edited, some programming being edited in there. In here, tonight's programming is being edited by Ralph, who's one of our editors. Hello, Ralph.
Hi.
You get your moments of fame. So he's editing stuff for the Red Cafe, live at the Red Cafe tonight. Some stuff from the Newcastle game from the weekends. It's all about the fans, the Red Cafe, for them to ask questions and things. So the piece about the game is all from a fan's perspective, with pre-match interviews of the fans outside the stadium and post-match interviews after the game as well. So that's what Ralph's making for tonight.
MUTV 頻道嘅節目咁豐富咁精彩啊！咁但係佢哋究竟喺幕後點樣安排節目，幾時出街嘅咧？呢個時間咧問一問 Mandy， 究竟佢哋有啲咩心得先 ？Mandy, can you tell us a bit more about scheduling and how do you usually arrange your shows?
Yeah, well, on a Friday I'll always be the one to go down and interview the players and the manager at Carrington, their club's training ground. When I come back, one of the producers will write up on this board. So, for instance, on Friday I went down and interviewed the boss about Newcastle, so this is when it's gone out on air. But for this week, I interviewed Edwin van der Sar last Friday as well, the same day as the manager. And we got him on a game against Fulham in 06-07, which was really important for United winning the league that season. Great celebrations, and we wanted to speak to Edwin about that because obviously it's his former club as well. So it's quite nice to plan in advance, and in order to make sure that that's not lost, we write it up here to make sure we know that that goes in that programme, so that will be seen on Countdown on Friday.
喺蘇格蘭出世嘅 Mandy 3歲開始接入球場睇波啦，由細睇波睇到大，佢對於英倫三島嘅球壇可以話係無所不聞啊！咁但係佢絕對唔會鬆懈落嚟噃，每次開 show 之前，佢都會溫故知新，為節目做足準備。
This is my desk, and I usually just plan around the shows. So, for instance, here's the stuff I did for Matchday Live last Sunday. We had Quentin Fortune and Lou Macari in the studio. It's just always nice to have these notes, just so that you've got everything fresh in your head, and if you do have a blank at one moment in time, you know you've got your notes just in case. So it's just all team news, what the team was in the last game, the result against Chelsea, and then a few sort of stats about the players and about Newcastle as well, their new signings and things like that. So it's all really just to kind of help me if I need it, basically, when we're on air. But that's what most of my time is spent here, just researching and planning for the shows. But most of my work is at Old Trafford, and most of it is at the weekend surrounding the match day. So Fridays at Carrington interviewing the manager and players, and then at Old Trafford on a match day.
而家咧，子俊咧同埋 Mandy Henry 就喺樓下做緊資料搜集。頭先咧，佢哋就帶大家去睇咗喺 MUTV 部分嘅地方。等我而家咧就帶大家去睇其餘 MUTV 嘅禁地先。
相信紅魔嘅 fans 對呢笪地方唔會陌生，呢個地方就係 MUTV 嘅錄影廠。曼聯賽事嘅賽前賽後直播節目都係喺呢度製作嘅。除此之外，60秒曼聯速遞都係呢度錄製㗎。呢位靚女 Sarah Stone 就係曼聯速遞嘅主持。究竟佢喺節目開始之前係點樣收集曼聯球會最新嘅消息同動態嘅呢？
It's just lots and lots of checking, really, on the internet, and we've got something called the Wires, which sends through any breaking news. So particularly about the United players, you know, obviously they're our number one. So whatever happens to them, so if one of them gets injured, that would be real breaking news for us. So just checking before the hour, before the 60-second bulletin, and then, you know, write it out and get up here and film it for the viewers.
So we get nervous before like the show, or you know?
I don't really get nervous anymore. I did at the beginning because obviously there's a lot to say, and you know you feel like you're rushing it a little bit. But I enjoy football, you know, and I enjoy presenting. So those two together, I just
and
enjoy.
You're Manchester United fans too, yeah?
Of course I am. Yeah.
大家未睇 Sarah 喺幕前係咁淡定啊，就以為佢做咗好多年節目主持，原來佢只係啱啱入行嘅啫。
I've been working here for about a month now, so quite new to it really, but I'm absolutely loving it. Everybody here is really, really friendly, really nice. And I actually come from a football background. I'm from Manchester, so I've supported Manchester United all my life, which is great, and it's just a dream job.
雖然曼聯速遞呢個節目只係得1分鐘，睇落去好似好簡單咁，其實背後用咗好多人手去配合同製作。曼聯媒體總監帕巴里就特別安排咗一班人手去搜集所有曼聯嘅最新動態同消息。
We have a team based at Old Trafford. We have a team based at Carrington, where the players train, and all of the time they are talking to individuals about what's going on, and as a result, using that information, they prepare the news bulletins in exactly the same way that the team that looks after the website and produces stories for manunited.com.
喺出任曼聯媒體總監之前，帕巴利就喺一間管理公司入邊做策略顧問嘅。過去嘅經驗令佢管理 MUTV 更加得心應手。
At MUTV, of around 60 people or so that help make all of the programs. 60 people. Our programming strategy is based around the market research that we do from our fans to get an understanding of the kind of programming they would like to see on the channel, plus our own view as to the role that MUTV should be playing, acting as a bridge between fans around the world and the club itself.
60人就可以製作出咁多精彩嘅節目，真係相當之神奇啊！唔知本身都係曼聯 fans 嘅帕巴里，又最欣賞邊一個節目呢？
I'd probably say the manager's press conference, because I think that's an unvarnished view of Sir Alex, his opinions, what he's thinking.
專為傳媒而設嘅輝 Sir 記者會，每當曼聯比賽日之前就會喺 MUTV 上面睇得到啦。輝 Sir 會喺訓練基地發表最新嘅軍情，而 MUTV 亦都會派記者去現場報導情況，而阿媽就係其中之一位啦。Hi Mark, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
So I'm good, thank you. So what is your job?
I'm presenter reporter for Manchester United TV, and today I'm here at Carrington where the first team train for the manager's press conference, which is his weekly meeting with the media to discuss his latest team news and everything that's going on here at Old Trafford.
Okay, wow, you must be so busy, yeah? So what do you do out of job like for MUTV? Do you do anything other stuff?
Yeah, there's quite a few things. It's a busy working week at Manchester United because it's such a huge, worldwide, globally successful football club that there's always many jobs going on. and my working week differs every week really, so it's very interesting. I follow the first team, work at every home game, and I work with the reserve teams and sometimes with the academy teams, so there's plenty of football going on, and as well as that there's many programmes we make at MUTV, including the ones I present, the manager's press conference, and the one on a Monday in England which is called United in Press, which is with a couple of the journalists who write about Manchester United to find about what all the headlines are and what is the interesting transfer gossip, who's coming to Old Trafford, who's leaving, and then anything else that they can think about.
能夠喺心愛嘅球會入邊度工作，當然分外投入啦。加上一班製作精英協助底下，難怪 MUTV 能夠成為最受歡迎球會嘅電視頻道。
I'm Dimitar Berbatov. You're watching Now TV.